Good afternoon. Welcome back to Venture Daily. I'm Jackson Fordyce.
I'm Josiah Simons.
On today's episode of Venture Daily, OpenAI is doubling down on infrastructure. The company announced yesterday that it's adding 5 new data center sites under its Stargate project, enough to provide 7 gigawatts of planned capacity over the next 3 years.
That's right. The announcement came at OpenAI's flagship site in Abilene, Texas, just down the street from us here in Austin.
Yeah.
Partners on stage included Oracle and SoftBank, along with Texas lawmakers Ted Cruz and Jody Arrington.
Look at that guy right there.
There he is.
All their boots in the ground in Abilene, Texas.
Yeah. They wanted to say we're breaking ground, we're working, we're real men.
The guy on the far right just bought his boots, as you can tell. Oh, what are those red laces?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, here's what I think happened. Go back to the picture.
Oh, okay.
I think what they did was he's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
He had his person go get used boots.
Because he was wearing Hokas before this.
Yes. Yes. Get used boots so that they wouldn't look brand new.
Right. Scuff them up a little bit.
Or
ask one of the workers at the site.
I mean, there is that famous picture of Sam Altman, like with a hard hat on.
Yeah, with his glasses?
Yeah, I think also at the Abilene site.
Yeah.
So maybe he used them on that day.
Yeah.
They're like, rub some dirt on these.
Yeah, it's gonna go like in a cabinet in Abilene of like game worn shoes or game worn boots from Sam Altman.
They're gonna be in the Smithsonian someday.
So here are the new sites that are gonna be having a Stargate product. The first one, Lordstown, Ohio.
Ohio, wow.
Yeah, I think that's a big Ohio site that they're gonna do.
Lordstown just doesn't. That sounds like a tiny little town.
Well, it's the village of Lordstown. All these places are really, really small that we're gonna get to hear a little bit. So Lordstown is one, and so the next one is Shackelford County. It's a county here in Texas, super small. I believe that's the county that Abilene is in, or it's the one that's just north of Abilene, but it's right next to where the
so
Abilene
it's gonna be
site
very
is.
close.
Yes,
there'll be
very, very close
data centers. I mean, I feel like the people who live there, we're going to see so many TikToks, you know, from I live in Shackelford and they've destroyed my town.
This is my backyard and it's all dirt and sand and Whataburger. and in my front yard is the giant Stargate project that is making the loudest noise ever.
Yeah. It's so loud all the time.
Yeah.
Their water is like coming out dark brown.
Sludge.
Yeah.
And then the next one is Milam County, Texas, which is not too far from us here in Austin.
Okay.
It's like just northeast-ish of us here. Okay. Like just north of us is Temple, and then just to the east of that is Milam County.
Cool.
So I don't know what they're going to be.
So 3 in Texas: Abilene, Shackelford, and Milam.
Yes.
Are there any more in Texas?
As far as I know, no right now. But I'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah. Our grid is just going to. It loves this. This is great,
That's what we
right?
need base power for.
Yeah, we really need some more power. What if we go blackout because of all this?
Maybe.
You're just taking all the power.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Next one. This is it's pronounced Doña Ana County in New Mexico.
Beautiful.
This is their city crest.
Yeah. Why didn't you get a picture of the place? Do you have a picture?
It's not a pretty place. I'll just say that. It's just like a nothing town in New Mexico.
The stamp.
It's very it's kind of on the border of like New Mexico and Mexico.
Okay.
And then the last one, it is a mystery town in the Midwest, they said.
All right.
They haven't announced it just yet. And so
I feel like Ohio is getting a lot of love.
I know. They already had it. They already had the, what is it, Lordstown in Ohio? And so it wouldn't make
Lordstown. But they also
crazy.
already made one in Ohio before this, right?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, they did. Or maybe, I don't know. Actually.
Okay.
Well, what they were saying also is like these are just like the first 5 that we've announced. We're going to announce way more in the near future. So they're going to keep coming with more Stargate project data centers.
Okay.
And
these are actual official Stargate because they're actually done in collaboration and partnership with SoftBank, which I think we'll probably get to in a second here. But that's cool because like these are the first official. These are the first 5, even though there's been a ton of other projects called Stargate.
Exactly.
These are the first actual official.
I guess the first ones are like technically like the Abilene one, the other one in Ohio, and then now we're announcing these other ones, which will be 4.5 gigawatts of power will be these next 5 total.
All right.
So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I mean, OpenAI is actually ahead of schedule on its $500 billion 10 gigawatt commitment.
Yes.
So the company now says it has $400 billion already lined up over the next 3 years.
Yes. I think they said in their press release that they have hit the 400, or they're going to hit the 400 by the end of the year. And they started this project at the beginning of January, so they are well ahead of schedule. And that's actually a turnaround from last month when SoftBank CFO admitted the project was behind schedule because of site selection and coordination headaches. And so let's talk about that because we mentioned in an old video the difference between I guess that's the same thing of a Stargate project and a Stargate project.
Right, yeah.
And
they're
so
called the same, but they're not, but they are. So yeah, so if you go back to that slide, we did a whole story on Venture Daily about this. You can go back and check that out. And
Yeah.
there's a lot more details that we talk about in that episode. But the gist of it is SoftBank and OpenAI had this partnership that goes back. I'm not even sure. This was in the White House. They announced this
yes, this is the $500 billion Stargate
February,
plan.
I think, of 2025.
January,
yeah. So this was right when Trump had just been elected. They and SoftBank and then Oracle, I think, was also there.
Yes.
And they all announced, hey, we got this Stargate project. We're going to dump $500 billion into these data center buildouts. Then Sam Altman starts going out and just like calling different data center projects that OpenAI by themselves have backed, like the Abilene site. He just started calling them Stargate, even though Stargate is only really when it's SoftBank and OpenAI together.
Because they have that trademark. Or SoftBank has the trademark called Stargate.
Yeah, like Stargate's really the most attached to SoftBank, if any of them.
Yes.
And so SoftBank was kind of like in this weird spot where these stories are coming out because SoftBank has not even gotten any off the ground up until right now, this new announcement. But there were Stargate projects off the ground. It just was that it was only OpenAI, like, and Sam Altman co-opting that name and using it for projects that really weren't truly Stargate.
I feel like OpenAI needs to have some sort of video where they explain everything, unless it's like they don't want to get into that trouble where like.
Well, I think they did this on purpose. I think they like the Stargate name, not to confuse it, but just to like the Stargate name is a nice. It looks good on the headline. It sounds nice.
A cool name.
So I feel like. And also, if they made this promise, they don't want to look like SoftBank kind of does, where they don't want to look like they have nothing on the ground.
Yes.
So I think maybe, I don't know, it kind of serves them to be using the Stargate name.
Yeah, and speaking of Sam, we have a footage of an interview he did yesterday with Jensen.
Footage. We have found footage. We have exclusive footage here at Venture Daily of Sam Altman.
It's Jensen Huang, Sam Altman, and Greg Brockman. It's a video that we shouldn't be playing right now, but we're gonna play it anyway.
Okay, yeah. We are putting ourselves on the line. We might get sued for billions of dollars by playing this for you.
Shall I play it for
Unique.
them?
You should play it for them. We got this.
From CNBC.
The compute constraints that the whole industry has been, and our company in particular, have been terrible. We're so limited right now in the services we can offer. There's so much more demand than what we can do. And as we look forward another year or 2 years, if you have, let's say it takes 10 gigawatts of compute or 5 gigawatts of compute, you could choose one of two things. You could choose to cure cancer by having AI do a bunch of research, or you could choose to offer free education to everybody on Earth. No one wants to make that choice. And so increasingly as we see this, the answer is just much more capacity so that we can serve the massive needs and opportunity with this.
I guess. I mean, so he's saying if the compute is capped in our society, we'll have to like pick winners and losers. We'll have to choose between curing cancer or giving every student a personalized tutor. I don't know if it's that black and white. I feel like both will just suck a little bit more.
Yeah.
We can do both, but they'll both not be as good.
But would you do if you have the chance to make one of those great?
Okay, so I'm saying I'm deciding between curing cancer or giving every student a personalized tutor.
Well, I think the way he phrased it was like, free education for students.
Free education.
That's how he said in the video, right?
I don't know, but free education, I don't know if you ever went to an economics class, Jackson, but there's no such thing as a free lunch, all right?
Right.
So...
education that you don't have to pay for.
I know this is a little controversial, but I might lean towards the personalized tutor because if every youth in America or in the world is having catered like education given to them in a way that they actually really love their studies and they learn a lot, those people will become the future of the world. And anyway, and if they're really smart, then they're probably going to come up with cures for cancer in addition to a bunch of other really great things. So I think I'd probably, there's more net benefit to empowering the next generation of humans than curing something that might be cured in the next 10 years anyway.
With the help of AI.
With the help of AI and with the help of these new young bright minds.
How long until those young bright minds, though, are ready to cure cancer?
I mean, the hope is that if they're getting this personalized help, that they could be doing this by the time they're like college aged or young adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that might be a controversial take, but I guess if I had to choose one, I would probably lean towards personalized tutor if the
He's a big cancer guy. He's a big cancer guy.
Yeah.
It promotes a society of fighters and courageous people. So we're going to keep that in there.
What I will say is, I've been made to make this decision. Cancer or tutors. Now, the reason I was made to make that decision was
I was a tutor once when I was in high school. So I understand how necessary the tutors are in our economy. Also, great question. If there's no more actual tutors, how much does that affect the economy? He's saying personalized tutors. He's saying like in
the horse and buggy.
Sure.
All the tutors that are being put out of jobs.
Yeah.
Oh no. There's the hundreds of tutors. Okay. Sam Altman wants me to decide for some reason.
Okay.
So if you guys limit my compute, if you limit my $15 trillion data center project, then
$500 billion.
Then it's on you. Curing cancer or personalized tutors for everybody. That's on you guys.
You decide.
Yeah. I don't want to be put in that position, Sam. Okay. So I think that this is a weird hypothetical that he's made in his mind that isn't real in any way.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's less compute, we're just going to get a worse version of those two things. We're not going to have to decide.
Yeah.
Well, where do we want to send our energy? Do we want to send it to the cancer development at hospitals?
The children with bone cancer that are struggling and suffering every single day. You know what?
Right.
I'd rather have Jimmy, who's taking
trumpet class.
Yeah, no, or even like he's taking a kinesiology class at Kansas State. I want him to get a personalized tutor.
Right.
But, little L, who has lung cancer, can barely breathe, she can wait.
Yeah, that's the world Sam Altman wants you and I to live in.
And the one that Josiah wants to live in is the one where little Jimmy can pass kinesiology class.
Because he's going to cure cancer.
Because he's gonna sell insurance is what he's gonna do.
And if he does, the AI will pick up on that. That's this new interest he has, and it's going to tell him and teach him how to sell insurance in a way that benefits society. Okay, it's going to help him be the greatest him he can be. And what's more valuable than curing cancer? If there's one thing, it would be helping the youth of America to be the people that they were meant to be. The potential, fulfilling the potential that they have, and none of them are fulfilling because they're on TikTok all day. Because they are eating red 40 dye in record numbers. Because they've all got autism and ADHD. And I'm talking to you now, the people of America. What do you want? Okay? Do you want them to cure cancer? Because here's how you get it. You give them a personal tutor from AI. And me and Sam Altman agree on this. And me and Sam Altman have been talking about this behind the scenes. That's why we got that video, because he sent it specifically to me. And he said, I want you to show this, and I want you to tell the people why they need a personalized AI tutor and why that's a world, a black and white world, that we must live in. We have to separate these two things. We can't have both. We can't have both. How many times do I have to tell you can't have both? All right. Probably going to cut all that.
So what's next? OpenAI and its partners are still evaluating sites and say they'll announce the mystery Midwest location very soon.
And with 7 gigawatts already planned, Stargate is looking less like a moonshot and more like a land grab for the future of AI. Thank you, ChatGPT, for that line.
Yeah, that is it for Venture Daily today. Thank you so much for checking out the show, watching us here this afternoon. If you like today's show, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or X, throw us a like, a comment, and a review. Throw us a 5-star rating if you think you've earned it. Also, thank you to Content Stack for letting us film here every single day in Austin, Texas at the Content Stack Experience Center. Reimagine possible. Thank you.
You know what that means. Everyone knows. When they hear reimagine possible,
You think Content Stack.
you think Content Stack.
Exactly.
Because could you imagine if you could reimagine possible?
And imagine if you can, reimagine with me for a second.
How
impossible it
might be
without Content Stack.
Without imagining the reimagining of what could be possible.
Through Content Stack.